Well, hello, Gemini, and welcome to FireStarTarot. I am Empress Egypt, and this is your weekly general reading, okay? So today's reading is going to be a twin flame reading. So this is going to apply to divine masculine and divine feminine. Yes, this is for all of my Geminis. However, I do have masculine and feminine energy, so welcome all of you guys, okay? So a few rules before we get into the reading, you guys. Don't forget, gender is very fluid here on my channel. So when I do refer of masculine or feminine, I am referring to energy. We all possess masculine and feminine energy, so make sure, just with like everything in life, you're trying to balance out the two, okay? And of course, adding in negative and positive into every equation, okay? So just don't forget, if you need to, put who you need to in the place, but don't make things fit, okay? Yeah, so time's also irrelevant here on my channel, all right? Sorry, I was eating in between videos. I apologize, you guys. So one thing with my readings you have to understand is I'm not here to predict your future. Okay, yes, I am a psychic. However, I look at current energies because I don't feel like there's any positive outcome with telling you the possible future, right? I look at current energies, and it's basically about healing and growth here on my channel, okay? Maybe a little bit extra, a little bit less, but in the gist of things, I'm really trying to get you guys to expand your way of thinking and understanding of situations, including the twin flame journey, okay? So with that being said, just remember that and keep that into consideration in my readings, okay? So I am going to start out this reading with overall messages from Spirit, Guardian Angels, and Ancestors. We are going to be tapping into the masculine energy and the feminine energy, but let's go ahead and start with feminine energy first, okay? Anything I don't go over or anything I didn't go over in my intro, you guys, I will put in the description box. I am live on Facebook as well as YouTube, so hello Facebook world, hello YouTube. My chats are open, so you guys can can communicate with me. Just make sure you guys keep it to the collective, okay? Don't ask personal questions. Hello, Queen AC, how are you? Yeah, anything that I don't go over, you guys are making me nervous. Anything I don't go over, again, it'll be in my description box, you guys. Definitely check out your birth charts, and also too, there was something important, but I forgot. Yeah, social media, follow me on Instagram, follow me on everywhere, okay? So let's go ahead and start with Divine Feminine first. Let's go ahead and get 2 messages from Spirit for Divine Feminine and see what's going on with Divine Feminine energy, all right? Spirit, 2 messages, please, for Divine Feminine. Wow, we do have Warrior Woman. Interesting enough, when I was pre-shuffling off the camera, this did pop out. I am doing amazing, my love. So the Warrior Woman, have you answered your deepest calling? So clearly this is going to really speak on just you going within and asking yourself, hey, are you on your destined path or are you on your fated path? And I ask this question a lot to you guys in my readings because it's something that you have to ask yourself. Are you content with where you're at? Do you feel like this is everything that you are supposed to have? And even so, is it your path or is it someone else's path, right? So this Warrior Woman, though, is in a bigger picture, understanding that, and also understanding that there is a deeper calling that you are answering to. So clearly stepping into the divine connection of the twin flame journey, it's important to understand that you have to understand what your calling is, right? Because the twin flame journey is a divine connection. So it's one thing, divine feminine, to maybe battle your intuition, but it's a whole nother thing to understand that the path you walk is not yours, it is someone else's. Well, and not someone else's, but it is divine. It is our creator's path, right? Our creator's purpose. And a twin flame journey is obviously contracted, right? It is from creation. So it's important to understand that you do need to answer your calling, right? And that's what this card is about. It's understanding that you are being called. There is a spiritual war going on, you guys, and a lot of people are being called to spiritually step up and lead, okay? And the woman warrior is exactly that, all right, Gemini? So for a lot of my Geminis are getting huge hunches here, right? Huge intuition hits. And this is feminine energy, so emotionally, okay? So emotionally, you're getting hints in your dreams, you're getting visions, you're seeing things. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Need I say more? We also have inner temple, same energy, right? Exact same energy here. This is about your devotion, though. Your devotion to the destined plan, not your fated plan, okay? Tune in the portal of your heart, right? Exactly what, can't talk, exactly like I was saying, your emotions, okay? So again, this is really honestly just tapping into your emotions and really filling with your heart. Moon energy, right? All about feminine energy, emotions, really just tapping into your heart and fully understanding that the answers you seek are within. And it's time to step up, right? It's time to be the warrior and fight the good fight, all right? So it's actually a beautiful energy for my feminine energy. It's a very confident energy. It's a very trusting energy. But at the same time, it's a very, very strong energy, Gemini. Beautiful, beautiful energy for my feminines out there, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and look at Divine Masculine, messages from Spirit when it comes to Divine Masculine. Hi, Brandy. How are you over there on Facebook? I see you. I see you. All right, Spirit, 2 messages for Divine Masculine, please. My Divine Masculines. Now, remember, Divine Masculines could be a cross watcher. Divine Masculines could also be a Gemini Divine Masculine, so it's important to understand that, okay? Soul family, very important, right? This is a very important energy because it's all about calling in your tribe. I feel like with a lot of Divine Masculines, you know, it's been a little bit harder finding that family. And I think Divine Feminines can even relate to this too. You know, the soul tribe, a lot of people are still waiting for their soul tribe. A lot of people don't realize that their soul tribe can be energies around them, and they don't even have to be physical energies, or even sometimes, you know, soulmates as far as animals, cats, right? So your soul family can even be just nature around you, but this is also too more of a manifestation of the soul family around you, right? So the people around you, calling in those people. The more you awaken to spirituality, Divine Masculine, the more you will call in your soul tribe. Same thing with you guys, Divine Feminine, okay? Because remember, Twin Flame journey is very mirroring, so you guys can actually learn from both sides here, okay? But the main point of this card is Divine Masculine. You don't have to do it alone. And I really feel like with this energy, Divine Masculine, Spirit saying, hey, look, I know there's been a lot of really being in your head a lot, right? I don't even want to say ego because this is just a thought process. It's really hard to, one, really take in spirituality and then still also have to live in the 3D world of things. And so I feel like, honestly, with a lot of Divine Masculine energy, there's a lot of energy of just not wanting to be fully, like, it's like afraid. It's afraid of actually having, it's not the Divine Masculine you're afraid of actually having happiness or having, you know, a family like that close connection that you're really yearning for, you know, the ones that you're just lacking in all of your connections. It's that energy that you have to fully understand your spirituality, and you're fully opened to allowing it, because if you have any outside perception that is influenced, or if any outside, you know, perception influences your understanding on the inside, your knowledge that comes from above, this soul family can never be called in. Okay, so I feel very encouraged to tell my Divine Masculines out there to make sure that you're trusting in the same thing as Divine Feminine, trusting in the destined path, not you trying to fate your path, right? This is energy of Divine Masculine. You really just picking your soul tribe instead of understanding that your soul tribe comes to you when you fully accept the spirituality in every realm, okay? Spirit, let's get one more card, please, for Divine Masculine. One more card for Divine Masculine, please. I'm a little tired tonight, you guys. It's late at night, you know. It is what it is. I'm a little bit more chill at night, okay? I'm a lot more hyper in the morning. A lot more hyper in the morning. Spirit, one more message, please, for Divine Masculine. Thank you. Interesting transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing, okay? This reminds me of the High Priestess. This is the High Priestess energy, okay? This is really about trusting your intuition, Divine Masculine, and fully understanding the balance within your emotions and your logic. I feel like for a lot of Divine Masculine energy, it's been very hard to balance out your emotions and your intimacy, or your emotions and the way you think about your emotions. Again, the same kind of energy I was feeling, a lot of thought process, right? So it's kind of stopping communication from within, from divine and within, okay? But more importantly, the energy is here of you changing, Divine Masculine, and really starting to understand the balance of things, and understanding that when things start changing, they start changing in every dynamic. So it's a really empowering energy, but more importantly, it's a very vigorating energy, okay? So really good way to start off the read, you guys. Really good read. So Divine Masculine, you're really awakening up. You're just, you know, you're really starting to understand everything. And Divine Feminine, you're in it. You're feeling this energy and you're embracing it. It's actually really beautiful. So let's see what's going on with y'all's connection, all right? So we are going to be pulling 6 cards from the Starman Tarot. That was actually 2 decks thrown together. I want to say Love and Light. I don't know. I'm not going to lie. That is really shitty of me. I apologize, you guys. I will actually put that in the description box when this video is over. But I've combined it 2 decks that were very similar. So, but this is the Starman deck. I will be clarifying with the Hermetic deck, and then we will pull a possible outcome based off of current energy with the Island Time Wellness deck, okay? So we're going to be pulling 6 cards here already. We have a jumper. We do have the 2 of Cups. Interesting. So when I was shuffling and setting intentions off of camera, I saw the 2 of Cups come out twice in reverse. So it was this strong energy of like being in disunion, but now it's coming out in the two of Cups in the upright. Beautiful energy, you guys. God, Gemini, I'm really envious right now. My reading wasn't like that, you know. No, I'm just messing with you. It's okay though. But 2 of Cups energy is that balancing. And I really feel like this is masculine energy, but more importantly, feminine energy, because feminine energy has been really battling this disunion for so long. So now it's like, you know what? Divine Feminine's kind of owned it and said, I've got to be balanced in. And so this is that 2 of Cups energy, as well as Divine Masculine. Divine Masculine's like, you know what? I'm trusting my intuition. It's just, you guys, this is a very powerful twin flame card all on its own, right? It's about the duality, right? The yin and yang. This energy is very beautiful on both sides. Of course, we're going to clarify all these cards and really break it down and see why exactly the 2 of Cups is here and why it's coming out in the first of the reading, right? We also have Interesting, the World in Reverse. So I do feel like there's obviously some failures going on, right? There's definitely some energy of really focusing on the negative aspects, the failures of life or the failures of the connection or whatever it is, right? We also have the Chariot coming through, right? So clearly balance again within this card. But more importantly, this is the divine pull, right? Divine push. But this is more of a pull in the upright, right? So this is divine really guiding this whole path here. I do feel like, you know, it's important to understand with the twin flame journey. First of all, yes, it's divine. In this concept, this is the concept of 3D, right? So we are bringing our higher selves down, or actually reversed, if you want to think of it. You get what I'm saying. But in the 3D of things, we tend to get caught up in the things around us, right? So the things we can touch, cards, Bibles, you know, cars, houses, relationships, people, places, things. So understanding that the connection that you're aiming for is a very divine connection. It is 100% confident, like feminine energy, but also very, very logical and methodical, like the masculine energy can be. So it's that balance, right? It's that duality. So this Chariot's coming through with an energy of really divine kind of pulling both masculine and feminine energies here, okay? Really pulling divine masculine, well, again, masculine and feminine energies to be balanced. So using them to create the expansion and the growth during the hard times, right? During the separations, during the fights, during the lack of communication, during, you know, just the difficulties, the challenges, the conflicts, the battle, all right? Spirit, let's get 3 more cards, please, when it comes to my twin flame journey here with my Geminis. Powerful energy, though, you guys. You know, I do see a little bit of negativity here, especially in the past tense energy, you know, because we will be going past tense, kind of current energy and possible future. And I say possible because, again, from one second to the next, things can change. People always take step backwards, myself included. You know, we're battled every day. Perfectly 3 cards. We have the Princess of Pentacles in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. As well as the Ace of Swords. Beautiful way to end out this reading, right? Very powerful card right here. This is the communication. This is the clarity. This is just everything, right? This is you hearing right, speaking right, understanding here and here right, everything balanced. There's a lot of balance, you guys. You know, no significant, I mean, look, lots of balance, period, okay? So this is just a real strong energy of this twin flame connection, okay? And I think for you guys, Gemini, it's important to understand, yes, the twin flame is about balance, but in the other readings, the twin flame journey has been kind of very hard to stay balanced. And within this energy, I feel a lot of balance. Okay, so very important to understand. That's kind of like a kudos, you know, pat yourself on the back, because this is one of the hardest things to maintain is balance. Okay, and you're not even a Libra. Okay, bottom of the deck, we do have the Princess of Cups. Very interesting. Okay, so let's break this down and we'll start clarifying. We are going to start with the 2 of Cups, like I said. This is going to be really strong significance that not only divine masculine but divine feminine are both in balance here. So what's happening is this Two of Cups is in the upright, even if you're in separation, because you guys are in union, you are where you're supposed to be at in this journey, and this is in past tense, okay? So I do feel like, honestly, this journey's been a little bit not so, I'm not saying there hasn't been conflicts, but I don't feel like this journey has been as damaging as other journeys have been for other twin flames. Gemini, something again within this connection is very balanced. Okay, so I don't feel like there was a lot of arguments in this conversations or in this situation, in this relationship, in this dynamic. I feel like it was more balanced out. Okay, so that might be, you know, huge significant for some of you guys. So if your connection wasn't very balanced, and what I mean by very balanced is in the concept of, again, not a whole lot of arguing. Not a whole lot of fighting. This is more of a connection that was peaceful. Does that make sense? This was a sense of balance, a sense of peace, a sense of peace being restored, even though there may be separation. We're going to break it all down because there's a lot here, okay? Again, there's some issues with, you know, looking at some of the failures here. But again, there's still some good cards. So let's start clarifying and see what's going on, all right? So, clearly, I want to know what's going on with this union. Okay, is this in the 3D? Has this taken place in the 3D before? And of course, I mean, I don't care. The point is the Two of Cups is here. It's a great energy period because it's showing the balance within you as, you know, as divine, feminine, or masculine, okay? Spirit, why is the Two of Cups here, though? Show me exactly why you're showing me this union. I mean, clearly we know there's a union. Maybe you guys are together. Maybe you guys are just having issues. Or maybe your twin flame is, you know, in the breaks or in the brinks of coming out. I don't know. Wow. Emperor in the reverse. Interesting. Very interesting. So very, very interesting. So I feel like, honestly, okay. So divine feminine, and just because I say divine feminine doesn't mean I'm referring to just my females. Okay. This can be males out there too. The feminine energy, the emotional side of whether you're divine masculine or divine feminine. Okay, so the emotional side of you, there's this focus on the emotions of seeing this separation, and something about seeing your counterpart in separation, of course, is not, it has you back and forth on feeling like if you're ever going to have it perfected or not. Okay. And because there's this back and forth energy, if this will ever be perfected, it's like, again, there's this strong just focus on this separation, right? Focused on the things not being worked on. So this energy actually creates the balancing act, because I feel like, honestly, before this connection, Gemini, there's this energy of not really fully understanding how to be balanced. And that would explain why there's so many cards coming through that are balanced, okay? So in the shadows within this is the way that you're basically past tense, what it was that you were doing in past tense and what you had to kind of go through to learn to be able to get to current energy and moving forward. So again, this is that past tense energy of having to be unbalanced and having to go through a separation or having to go through a disunion in order to really figure out if you were worth being worked on, or if, do you get what I'm saying? It's like the things that weren't worked on and the things you keep going back and forth with on your counterpart, like, is this person going to put in the effort with me? Is this person going to be consistent or not? Is this person ever going to communicate with me? Are we ever going to get married? You know, the questions you have that are back and forth, like the decisions that you don't know, the decisions that are uncertain or unclear. This is that energy of not knowing. Therefore, that separation, that not knowing, is what creates you to be balanced. Because I feel like before, it was this energy of wanting to just start without fully knowing, because, again, you were unbalanced. So there wasn't a thinking of things like that. Does that make sense? I hope I'm not confusing you, but I'm trying to explain to you why these energies are coming out. Because the reason the Two of Cups is here is because you were unbalanced before. Maybe before you were all the way in your emotions. Maybe more divine feminines were going to be more in their emotions, and divine masculines would have been more in their ego. So again, it depends on which, you know, stance you're in, but this energy is still that it had to take place so that you could be balanced, so that you knew what it was to be uncertain, so that you knew what it was to not feel like you were worth it. Makes sense? So that you could find the energy And the pain is what fueled your energy. Does that make sense? All right. So let's go ahead and move on to the world here. So what is it that is your failures, or why are there so many failures in this connection, or what are the fears of this failures in this connection? I'm going to get a few cards for this one here because I really want to know what's going on. Clearly there's failures in this connection, or at least failures in the way you're seeing this connection, or maybe you're doubting the twin flame connection. Okay, Hangman energy in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. So this is telling me there's, again, a lot of outer perspective here. Okay, so again, divine masculine and divine feminine, both of you guys, ooh, reconciliation already. Both of you guys really are focusing, again, on the lack of, okay? I feel like there's a lot of mirroring energy, but not really communicating this mirroring energy, right? So it's like, one person's waiting for the other person to say something. Do you get what I'm saying? It's this energy of, I feel like both of you guys think that the relationship is going to fail. So you're afraid to move forward. You know what I mean? All right. We have the Six of Wands though, right? This is the Lord of Victory. So regardless, both of you guys in this journey want to win. You want to be, victorious when it comes to the things that tickle your fancy: intimacy, passion, creation, right? Ideas that spark your interest, right? Ideas that have you wanting more and yearning for more, your desire, right? Your ambitions, your influence. There is this need from both of you guys to have these things and have that in the full potential, okay? And to have that in a connection. Big emphasis on the connection itself, right? To have that intimate, passionate connection. I feel like in past tense for one of you guys here, the intimacy before was almost too easy and all the time. And I'm not talking about y'all's connection in general. I'm talking about in general, like not just your connection here. So it's almost like, the really good looking person that gets like all the attention. It's like that kind of energy, right? It's like, because there was so much enticing, meat, I guess. It's this energy of, again, having to get out of that, right? So this is where now it's been like after intimate connection, after intimate connection, after intimate connection, it's going back and saying, okay, well, the only thing that was different from all of that was this. So then it's starting to see this and say, okay, so out of all of these, enticing situations I've been in, this one was really different. Why was this one so different? That is this energy of winning. It's this not wanting to be how it was in the past with these creations, with these intimate, wants, right? These intimate needs. Eight of Wands, Lord of Shortened, in reverse, no communication now. So here's the communication coming through. So obviously you guys are looking at the failures, right, of this connection. You're looking at the failures. We are looking at the failures of this connection. The most important is obviously the intimate, right? The before, really noticing and really paying attention to how this person was intimate in those other options, okay? So on the opposite end, you guys, I hop back and forth a lot because I have two different sides here watching, okay? So I hope you guys can keep up with me here. If not, let me know in the comments so I can kind of know, and I'll make notes, you guys. I'll make notes and I'll try to change some of the things or the way I do things for you guys if it's hard for you guys to, again, keep up, okay? Nine of Cups in reverse, lack of wish fulfillment, right? No communication here. So it's really just focusing on all these, right? But there's still this Temperance card here. So I feel like this person is a hit or miss. This tag energy, twin flame energies are always a tag energy. It's important to understand that, okay? They will always come and go. So this is, of course, going to be a common card in most twin flames most twin flame readings are going to be the twin flame cards, the Temperance, the Two of Cups, the Six of Cups, right? Anything that has to do with coupling, duality, so even numbers, okay? Queen of Pentacles in reverse, though, again, this is that energy of not manifesting things, and then the Princess of Wands crossing. Here's that intimacy. So I do feel like this intimacy has crossed you guys, okay, back and forth. So whether this was divine masculine or divine feminine, just it doesn't matter. The fact is there has been this issue with intimacy, okay? Maybe too much intimacy, maybe not enough, maybe not balanced enough, okay? So again, this creates this huge issue when it comes to all the burdens that you're carrying and all the failures of this connection or the separation, right? You're looking at all the failures here. You're looking at the fact that there's no reconciliation. You're looking at the fact that, you know, there's this intimacy happening with other connections and not you. Like, where's your intimacy at, right? So it's this back and forth energy of not feeling the wish fulfillment of this connection, not feeling the communication, right? So you're really going through these things. And of course, this is where you're really acknowledging the failures of this twin flame connection, okay? Important note, past tense, right? This is past tense energy. So now we're going to move into the next card, which is the Chariot. The Chariot's all about fast action, right? It's about balancing. And not only balancing, but again, that pull from divine here, okay? So this is God, this is creator, this is, you know, whatever it is that you believe in, universe, you know, Father God, whatever it is that you believe in, this is that pulling. Because again, you can incorporate religion with spirituality, very much so, because spirituality is the belief of all beliefs, right? It's anything is possible. It's being very open-minded to everything. This is why you'll hear star seeds in the universe, and it'll go on and on and on. But my point is that this is that card. This is that energy of universe. This is that energy of spirit. This is that energy of creator really pulling you to stay balanced, or pulling you through these issues to become balanced, okay? Spirit, why is the Chariot here, though? Because the Chariot is also fast action, okay? This is action. This is taking action. This is taking initiative here. So we do have the Four of Pentacles, okay? So someone's taking initiative here when it comes to the things that they used to hold on to, but more importantly, this is that earth energy, okay? So earth energy is very grounded and very stable, but let me tell you something. Ooh, and the Strength card. Very, very beautiful. The Four of Pentacles can turn into control and greed on the negative side, because remember, everything has a negative and positive in these readings. So with the Four of Pentacles, this is that earth energy where you literally can dominate the material world. This is where the footing starts. This is the foundation of manifestation, okay? What this is telling me is this is your foundation work, okay? This is the manifestation, not the manifestation. This is the foundation to manifest, right? And you earn strength through this. Does that make sense? So by working on this and going through these issues, these failures, you have, I don't know if you guys watched your zodiac signs for last week. The zodiac signs last week, we really focused on the cycles and the steps needed to take in the cycles. You're in the cycle 4, right? You're in the step 4. This is your foundation. You had to go through the experience. So now that you've gone through the experience, now you're building your foundation. Now you're planting your roots. Now you're actually creating the manifestation. Now at this point, you can go negative or you can go positive. You can go positive and actually manifest and be very successful here and actually use this strength in the right way. Or you can very easily turn into the negative and become weak and become controlling and in past tense, okay? So this is where I say it's very important to always know the negatives and positives of all cards. Yes, I read reversals, and it's very, very important to read reversals, okay? All right, so what that is saying is this is saying that divine has created this experience so that you could firmly plant your feet, create your foundation, and through this experience, you have created established strength. So now you have a tool to finish out your cycle, okay? Go back to that reading, you guys, after this. I will put it in the little thing up in here for you guys catching it on replay, okay? It is what it is. All right, Spirit, anything else when it comes to this Chariot? Anything else? So this still is divine, right? This is that divine creation, right? This is that divine calling to balance things out and have you go through this experience so that you can end this despair, so that you can end this cruelty, because I feel like until you can put an ending to this, you're going to continue to have somebody ending it for you like this. Because again, you went through this experience, and again, it doesn't matter if you're divine masculine or divine feminine here, because you, Gemini, doesn't matter. It's still the same energy because you guys mirror each other in twin flame in a twin flame energy. Different situation, different strokes for different folks, but still the same energy, okay? So understanding that God is giving you this strength, this energy to fight and be triumphant when it comes to ending out this cycle of cruel despair, punishment with your thoughts because of all these failures, okay? So that's the strength. That's the chariot. It's all this. It's all that experience to create, again, that chariot energy, okay? So next up, we do have the Princess of Pentacles in reverse. We do have the Princess of Cups in reverse as well. So clearly I'm seeing some immaturity here when it comes to love, and I'm seeing some immaturity when it comes to manifestation. Clearly, it's going to happen, right? You have to go through cycles to figure out how to, again, learn how to, of course, complete cycles and, you know, have a goal for a different ending in your cycles. Wow, we have the Chariot in reverse coming through. So what this is telling me is coming into future energy, right? Present energy going into future energy is an energy of you making the wrong choice. Not taking that strength as a gift and not seeing the experience here and really kind of now slowing down and pulling yourself back, maybe because of fears, maybe because of issues. We'll clarify a little bit more here. So it creates a little bit of immaturity when it comes to your manifestation. So I do feel like there's, and it would explain this back and forth energy with the Princess of Wands. Not fully understanding the power of your creation, especially in a twin flame connection. Because remember, a twin flame connection is the balance within, right? Masculine and feminine energies within, and it becomes the 3D. That's how it works, right? So this energy of the Princess of Pentacles is just manifesting kind of immaturely here. So this is telling me that the connection is manifesting very, not immature in a concept of you're young, you're naive, but just a not fully understanding the powers that are in this connection, the powers that be in this connection within and in 3D and in 5D, okay? I will say, it's not that I want to say you guys make this decision, but I feel like this is the decision that has kind of, this has been the deciding factor and over again in this connection. Because again, it's this back and forth energy of not fully understanding your powers. So it's just like what I was saying in the beginning between destiny and fate, right? It's, do you trust in your path or do you lead the way in this path? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of the same energy here. So it's this back and forth energy. Let me get a few more cards here. Eight of Pentacles, yeah, evaluating. So it makes sense though. So this back and forth is kind of needed, right? Because without, just like in the same concept, this unbalancing, you have to be unbalanced so that you can kind of get tired of being unbalanced and figure out how to balance yourself out because something doesn't feel right. That's this energy, right? Going back and forth, understanding that 1 minute divine is pushing this connection and then the next minute divine's pulling this connection back. It's because it's like you guys get all this energy, you guys start trusting your intuition, and then all of a sudden it's like you pump the brakes and you just halt so hard that you're like, I don't know yet. I'll just wait. I'm good. Let me just make sure. So it's this energy of really evaluating things, right? The Eight of Pentacles is supposed to be a fast action. In the upright, it is showing a fast action here. So I do feel like this, you know, yes, there's the decision to stop yourself before you actually fully take action, or your person, your divine counterpart takes action here. It's very interesting because, again, it's an energy of back and forth, but this back and forth, I feel like, is honestly divine getting you to feel unbalanced so that you can feel the uneasiness so that you can wake up, you know? And this is both of you guys. This is divine masculine and divine feminine here. Spirit, anything else when it comes to this Princess of Pentacles? Seven of Swords, unstable effort. Yeah, it's very unstable, right? You know, how would you know what stability was if you didn't go through unstable shit, right? That's the same energy that's coming through here. And I feel like, honestly, I'm having a hard time communicating here. And I feel like that's because It's almost like being so positive on something and having it in your head for so long here that no matter what anybody tries to do, it's going to be unstable. Does that make sense? And I know it's kind of all over the place here, but this back and forth, this unstable energy is what wakes you up. This is what makes you realize, okay, this is what I've been doing. This is where it's getting me. This is where I'm focused. This is where it's getting me. So again, it's this like huge awakening on both parts here, right? To really take a look at everything, not just the failures, but now balancing it and bringing in the positives. This is why Divine's back and forth with you guys, because clearly there's a lot of, from moment to moment, having so much confidence, and then the next moment just saying, I'll wait a minute. I'll wait a minute. Stagnation, evaluation. It's supposed to be a fast action here. And in the upright, it does show fast action, but again, it's not being consistent. It's going back and forth. So it doesn't matter if it's fast action or not. I mean, yes, it is fast action. It's taking place in the right action, the right pace. It's just that, again, because it's back and forth, it ends up, it's hard to say. It's creating the unstableness, right? You are creating the unstableness. Does that make sense? I'm having a hard time trying to figure out how to tell you guys this because, and that makes sense. It's unstable, therefore you're never able to properly rest, to be able to fixate, to be able to reset, to be able to push forward. Okay, that's what I was trying to say. It's a thank you, Spirit. It's that back and forth energy, again, of not knowing whether to finally say, okay, this is what I'm doing or this is what I'm not doing. Like, it's just this back and forth energy. It's like 1 minute you trust this twin flame journey and the next minute you don't. It's like 1 minute you think, okay, you know for sure that your twin flame is going to communicate with you, is coming back to you, and the next minute you don't. It's like 1 minute you think, okay, I'm taking action, I'm ending out the thought process, I'm going to start this cycle different, and then you don't, right? So it's a very unstable effort, right? It's a very unstable way of trying to end out a cycle. Therefore, it's very fast and it's very back and forth. It's like a ping pong, like, right? It's just everywhere. It's, well, not everywhere, in specific, back and forth, right? There's no resting whatsoever. So it's very unstable energy. Interesting, because I picked up on the balance so much, and here it is that Spirit's trying to say, balance yourself, not that you are balanced. And maybe some of you guys are balanced and it's the opposite for you guys. Maybe you're so balanced, there's no give or take. It's, you know, it's just got to be this way because it's just so right? So balanced. It can't be this way or that way for you. I don't know. Some of you guys, that's going to resonate for. Ace of Swords in the reverse, not clear. No communication, right? Very uncertain. That's what's stopping you from deciding, right? This energy, there's a lot of hesitation, which I'm going to be straight up honest with you, Gemini. It's kind of powerful, because whether this is you or your counterpart doesn't matter. The fact is that if you're having such a hard time making a decision, that's because this is a really important decision. There is a strong yearn for making a right decision here. And knowing what I know from messages from Spirit, knowing that Divine Masculine is awakening, Divine Feminine is already awoke. Divine Feminine's ready to fight, Divine Masculine's ready to be sure, right? That's this fight. That's this back and forth. It's a fear. Stagnation in this connection is a fear. It's a fear of uncertainty. It's a fear, period. It's the Eight of Cups. I can't believe the Three of Cups hasn't come out. Yeah, look, Three of Wands, established strength. Spirit, why is the Queen of Pentacles here in reverse? Ooh, Queen of Swords. Sorry, Queen of Swords, Spirit. Why is the Queen of Swords here in reverse? So I like to see the Queen of Swords in the upright, you guys, you know, knowing that you've gone through this journey, this cycle, and wow, what was I just saying? What was I just saying? Eight of Cups. Here we go. So, okay, It's like, I'm going to use this in 2 examples so that divine masculine and divine feminine both understand what I'm saying here. So divine feminine, this is like saying divine masculine's wasted a lot of time, still isn't sure with you, right? Still isn't clear with you, and you're tired of fucking waiting, straight up, right? You deserve love, you're tired of being sad. Either divine masculine steps the fuck up or it's done, right? You're just in this mindset. You're thinking of, this is how you're thinking, but at the same time, you're afraid to walk away fully, right? Because you don't know what walking away looks like. Even though you know you're really sad and you don't want to be really sad anymore, it's still not knowing what walking away looks like, okay? Now I'm going to refer this to divine masculine. Divine masculine here with the 8 of Swords energy, it's like when you walked away from something, you didn't realize that what you walked away to was actually bad, like because you weren't really thinking it through properly. You were just, again, with the different energy of intimacy, right? All over the place, just having a lot of intimate connections, not fully understanding emotions. So it's like, you know, you knew that there was this yearning for wanting something more, but when you walked away to this something more, it was not what you expected, right? Because you put expectations on it. That's what this 8 of Cups energy is, right? It's abandoning things over and over again, divine masculine, and now looking at it in the aspects of not wanting to abandon yourself, much less abandon situations that are good for you. It's like, you know, divine masculine, that when you abandon whatever this was, this became the, okay, I can't do this. That's the unstable effort. Divine feminine, it's, again, you not walking away to something better. So awkward because you guys are mirroring each other, but again, because you guys are twin flames, it's an opposites, okay? So this is why it's important that I said that, because this Queen of Swords energy in reverse, this is what's stopping the Queen of Swords energy in the upright is where you need to be, regardless if you're divine masculine or divine feminine. When it comes to your thought process, when it comes to the emotions, the way you think about your emotions here with the Queen of Swords energy, this alone is in disunion, okay? So this is telling me that you either think too much, like divine masculine thinks too much about the emotions, or divine feminine doesn't think enough about the emotions, right? Because of that, that's why there's this 8 of Cups energy, right? Because divine feminine thinks too much doesn't think enough, right, when it comes to the emotions. Therefore, divine feminine is not thinking about the emotions of what could happen by walking away, okay? Divine masculine is opposite. Divine masculine, obviously, right? You get what I'm saying? There's so many good cards here. Where are we at, you guys? 45 minutes in? Okay, we're still good. I usually, about an hour and 10 minutes, you guys, not too much longer. We're almost done here. We're gonna actually look at possible outcome based off this energy. I will tell you what I'm really feeling. This is really sucking a lot of the energy out of me, Gemini. There is a look, the Strength card is what I'm seeing predominantly here, right? Right in the middle of the read with the Chariot. Lots of strength here, okay, in the middle of this reading. It's like that, there's this old, like, country ass white song, I start walking your way, you start walking. Okay, I can't believe I'm seeing it right now. It's so corny, but it's like the middle, right? You guys are meeting in the middle here. There's just a lot of energy here, and this energy is very, very strong, though. I mean, I feel this yearn. Like, I feel the yearn. You know what I'm saying? You guys are literally really yearning for each other here. The universe, yeah, of course. You know, I do feel like, honestly, the universe is pulling you guys towards each other here, the Hangman in reverse. I just feel like you guys are really focusing on the outer things, like the not having the 3D of things. Does that make sense? You're not trusting the emotions, the feeling, I know. You're not supposed to just react with feelings, right? You're supposed to think about your feelings. Yes, you're supposed to balance shit out, right? So it's like learning how to balance it out. It's learning how to think about your emotions here. And this applies to you, divine masculine and divine feminine, straight up. It's thinking about it and balancing it out, not being too much in ego or not being too much in emotions here, okay? So it's like the reason there's no action being taken when it comes to emotions. There's no action being taken when it comes to thought of emotions, is because, again, divine feminine doesn't understand that she needs to walk away to something better. She needs to leave the past alone and explore new emotions. Divine masculine needs to learn how to face those emotions in the past that divine masculine kept running from. Okay, so again, same thing, different strokes for different folks. Okay. However, you guys both know that you're each other's universe. Interesting enough, divine masculine, your fuel is divine feminine, and divine feminine, your fuel is divine masculine. But there's still the hangman in reverse. So there's still outer perspective. There's still outer influence. There's still a lack of fully trusting inner self, right? Inner self here. So let's go ahead and clarify here the Ace of Swords, because now at the ending of this reading, we do have the Ace of Swords. So again, we're going from past energy to, you know, possible future energy, right? Spirit, Ace of Swords, being clear, right? Communicating, hearing properly, speaking properly. The Moon card in reverse, right? Seeing the illusions for what they were. I love the Moon card, right? That's the emotions, right? So now it's seeing the emotions for what they are. Both, right? Divine feminine is seeing the emotions and seeing how emotional she was over divine masculine. Divine masculine is seeing how much emotions he didn't have, how much emotions he should have showed, how much emotions didn't really play a part in his past, and wanting, right? The new emotions here. Three of Swords, yeah. You know, I do feel like some divine masculines or divine feminines have been in a third-party situation here, or at least the thought that they're in a third-party situation, or if they are in a third-party situation, the thought of thinking about this third-party situation. And I say three-party situation because, again, people, places, and things can be a karmic situation, right? A job can be a karmic situation. You know, somebody can walk away from you to a job and put all their love in a job and all their love into money. So again, I say people, places, or things because for some of you guys, it is karmic situations as far as a person, right? Somebody's in a relationship. For some of you guys, some people just chose money. Some people chose family. But with the Swords energy, this is the way you're thinking about these outer influences, these karmic situations, the third influence, right? And there's also this clarity when it comes to the lack of manifestation. I do feel like by the end of this cycle, I don't know when this cycle is going to end for each of you guys, because again, you guys all take different steps at different times. But this is a cycle, right? This is a restart to a cycle. So understanding that this is the sixth step in this walk. This sixth step is a great place to restart as a twin flame journey here, because regardless, this energy, this yearning, this missing, you guys are counteracting each other, right? One's, again, more in emotions and one is starting to get emotions. So you guys are balancing each other out. Okay, that's exactly what you're doing here. So this sixth card, this restart, is being clear on the things that weren't manifested. This is being clear on the things that have created a lot of mental fuckery when it comes to the outside influence. This is being clear on the illusions, right? Again, I would like to see this Queen of Swords in the upright, right? Where you're clear, but yet you're also still defending yourself, and you've created the boundaries that you needed, right? Releasing codependency issues on the waiting for a person to make you happy. I feel like a huge emphasis on, and I don't know if this is for divine masculine or divine feminine, whoever this is for, though, this energy is not fully trusting in yourself. Does that make sense? Because a twin flame journey is all about the expansion and the growth in separation. So if you're not properly expanding and growing for self, one love, you're never going to have that union because you're in disunion within yourself. That's what I'm feeling here with this Queen of Swords energy. This Queen of Swords energy is not acknowledging the closure. You don't need someone to give you closure. If you can communicate with yourself with logic and emotions, you can think about your emotions, right? If you're not in the emotions 100% and you're 50-50 with the way you're thinking about your emotions and your emotions, you're going to be able to shut the door and take 50% of the negative, 50% of the positive, create your boundaries, and prepare yourself for this Queen of Swords energy in the upright, not in the reverse. Right now you're in the reverse, you need it in the upright, right? You need to be able to be clear, but to also defend yourself, right? So that you can see these illusions. And so regardless with this Queen of Swords energy in the reverse or not, it's still telling me though that even if you have to go through this Queen of Swords again, twin flame comes in, twin flame's ready. Maybe there's still a little bit of illusions there. You don't see them properly because you're not protecting yourself and creating the boundaries. Yeah, you may have this cycle repeat again, but eventually you're going to get tired of it. Okay. This cycle can only repeat so many times before you finally say, you know what? This person misses me bad enough. I miss them bad enough. We're going to get our shit together. And by the next cycle, you guys unite, right? So again, this is why I say I won't really predict the future, because tomorrow you could wake up and have an emotional day and be right back at square one. We all have different steps that we take, different paces, okay? Yes, it's good to know your steps, but again, the pace, at different paces. Look, bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. The power of love right now is in the negative. So I do feel like, honestly, the only really huge issue within this twin flame connection right now is a lack of understanding self-path, self-love, and self-balance, because again, it's this back and forth. Like, it's like 1 minute you guys are balanced and the next minute you're not. And I feel like it's back and forth. Again, it's a very back and forth energy here. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at possible outcome. If you guys were to unite, okay, with this energy here, okay, this current energy. Sorry, you guys, my cards are all over the table here. So if, divine masculine calls up divine feminine tomorrow morning, or if divine feminine wakes up and calls divine masculine, or if you guys just run into each other and it happens, right? Call it fate, not destined. It's fated, right? Let's look at what the possible outcome would be, okay? Again, if you guys were to connect in this energy, all right? Spirit, let's go ahead and take a look here at the energy. If they were to connect in current energy, please. Current energy. Sorry, you guys. You can tell I'm getting tired. My eyes get all freaking small here. Ascending. Yeah, most definitely. Love call. Interesting. The runner. Not today. Let's go through the deck one more time, all right? Spirit, anything else when it comes to the possible outcomes with current energy, please? Possible outcome with current energy. Date. I like you. I like you a lot. Coffin. All right. Bottom of the deck, grounding energy, heartbroken. So I do feel like no matter what possible outcome, you will be heartbroken here on current energy. Just on current energy, okay? That's not saying that can't change, right? This is just saying that if you guys tomorrow morning woke up or right now got together, current energy, okay? The energy is still the energy, and the energy is still here, and this energy will be here tomorrow again, but things can change the path and the process of how fast or how slow this takes, right? I mean, clearly this person likes you, right? I feel this. They literally, I don't feel divine masculine regrets anything here. I feel like divine masculine knows, okay? Knows what went wrong. I feel like divine feminine is getting confidence and gaining confidence, but still is lacking in a few areas when it comes to self-love. But the I like you is I love you. It's here. The energy is here, right? There is a connection here. Of course, this love call is coming through. This is where I said, if they called you or you called them, this is that energy, right? This is the wanting the conversation, the wanting to have the conversation, the wanting to be clear about the things that weren't manifested, right? The wanting to be clear on the third party situations. Are you really in your head here, or are these things real, right? Not today, right? Spirit saying, look, somebody's avoiding this conversation, clearly. Maybe both of you guys here, right? I feel like this is both of you guys. I do feel like this energy was divine masculine energy. I think some, divine feminines may have ran emotionally. And I feel like, again, divine masculines have ran logically, okay? So, again, I feel both of you guys running in different ways. I know Divine Feminine's probably sitting there saying, well, what do you mean, Empress? You know, Empress Egypt, how the hell are we running away emotionally? Well, because when you are unbalanced emotionally, you put all of your energy into someone, they're going to take all of that energy because you're not stopping them from taking it all. So this is why those illusions have to be seen for what they are, because if not, you're still just going to give all that energy again, right? So this is why Spirit's saying, not today. Like, you guys aren't where you need to be, right? The energy is where the energy is. And if you're not fully prepared and you're still establishing strength, you're still being the little chickie in the incubator, like a baby in a womb developing, right? You're still developing. You're still going through it. Coffin, endings, bring new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition, right? I do feel like, you know, again, with this energy, it's an energy of, yes, it may be fun and exciting when you guys get back together. But again, if you, Divine Feminine, haven't really grown where you need to grow and have this ace, because again, Ace of Cups is in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Ooh. Ooh. I'll show you guys right now. All right, you guys. But regardless, I feel like with this current energy, there would be an ending, right? We have the coffin. There would be an ending, and then there would be dating someone new love coming through, okay? Another cycle, right? Going through this cycle all over again. And then just still going through ascension again, still ascending and still learning how to get over this cycle, right? This is why the cycle readings that I did, the expansion, the self-expansion readings are really important, because again, it takes you through those steps of ascension, so that where you're not repeating these cycles over and over again. And that's why these readings will end up going into each other, you know what I'm saying? Especially once you understand the process, right? So I am interested to see next month where you guys are at in this twin flame journey, okay? Next week, we're going to do a you versus them read. You can still see where they're at, how they're feeling, their blockages, what Spirit's teaching them, that kind of thing. But really quickly, I want to show you a few things on the bottom of this deck here, okay? So we do have grounding energy here, the Ace of Cups in reverse, right? Just the power of love right now is kind of not right. Again, I feel like this is a lot of self-love, self-value here. So again, I feel like, again, because you guys are mirroring each other here, Divine Masculine is still in ego, even though balancing out the emotions and ego, there's still some ego here, and there's still not some fully trusting themselves to understanding, right? Because they're still back and forth here too. But I do feel like this power of love is on both of you guys, right? I feel like there's still a little bit of self-growth, self-love still happening here with this Ace of Cups in reverse. Interesting enough, though, we do have next the Lovers, right? The union, the restart, right here when it comes to this connection. We also have the High Priestess in the upright, right? Trusting, intuition, and balanced. Then we also have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, right? No longer having material trouble. You know, I do feel like, honestly, Five of Cups, yeah, Lord of Loss and Pleasure reversed. I do feel like, honestly, with this kind of energy, the rebirth and the transition, yeah, not manifesting. The energy is the energy, Three of Pentacles, yeah. I do feel like, honestly, you're going to repeat these cycles and over again, you guys, as a twin flame journey. You guys look, this person is tired of this. You're tired of this. I can feel this energy. I'm drained by this reading. I am so drained by this reading because there is so much potential here, you guys. So much potential here. It's just about fully understanding that in a twin flame journey, you should be 100% confident in this journey. There should not be any question, no hesitation, no doubt. The twin flame journey, again, is one of the most long, tedious, painful journeys, especially for those of you guys who don't understand it and don't embrace the twin flame journey. You know, some people, it's a belief. The twin flame journey is a belief, right? So if you don't believe in the twin flame journey, or you don't know if it's a twin flame connection or not, that's the same thing as not believing in the twin flame journey. You can sit there and feel this emotion for this person all you want and feel like this is your twin flame. But at the end of the day, if you're questioning if it is a twin flame journey, it's because you don't have full belief in it. And again, the twin flame journey only exists if you fully believe in it. So with that being said, I think it's really important to understand, Gemini, that you have to put more faith in yourself, in the union within yourself, as well as the union that can take place. And this goes for divine masculine and divine feminine. Okay, this is not saying one over the other here because, again, this is a very back and forth balanced situation. Okay. Again, the twin flame journey is about the growth in separation. It is about the self growth. Okay, this is why I do so much expansion readings. This is why I do so much shadow work readings, because if I can get you on the right path as an individual, you'll have your twin flame connection. Now, there's a lot of people that'll start to lose faith in the twin flame connection, and they will settle for a soulmate. Okay, they'll settle for the soulmate situation. In a soulmate situation, a lot of people live with a soulmate situation, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not the same as a twin flame, a twin flame connection. A twin flame connection, there's going to be a lot of heartache, a lot of separation, a lot of disunion, but every moment the twin flames are not united is another day of strength added, another day of something grown, something expanded on. Okay, so it's a very an expansive relationship. Okay, so I hope that helps you guys out, Gemini. Again, next week we'll be looking at the you versus them, so you guys can literally check and see what spirit is blocking them with, what are their hurdles, how do they feel about you, how do they see you, and vice versa. Okay. Also, too, on Saturday, you guys, I am going to be doing a twin flame journey reading for the collective. If you guys want to check that out, that'll be a longer read. That'll be like a 3-hour read, you guys. It's a long read, but it's a really, really good read because we look at the actual cycles between divine feminine and divine masculine. Okay, so the actual 10-card cycle between divine masculine and divine feminine, and then we compare the two. It's actually a really interesting read. So with that being said, Geminis, I love you. I hope this helped. I hope this made sense to you. Really focus, I think, for you guys this week is going to be just to really focus on self-love, right? That one love. It's not about trusting your intuition. You guys don't really have a problem with trusting your intuition. It's just really finding that self-love and that self-value and understanding that the twin flame, if you believe in it, it exists. But if you do not have that confidence, if you do not have that belief, it is going to be something very, 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 it's already a difficult journey. Much less is it going to be difficult for you if you, or I think I said that wrong. My point is it's already a difficult journey. If you do not have the confidence and the ability to be able to handle a twin flame connection, it can destroy you. So if you guys are watching twin flame reading after twin flame reading, and you are not 100% confident in the twin flame reading or the twin flame union itself, you will find yourself very depressed very quickly. Okay. Again, it's really important to gain your self-value and your self-balance before proceeding with a twin flame journey. And I know a lot of readers forget to mention that, so I'll just mention it for you guys, because again, if not, these tarot readings can actually do worse for you than they can good. Okay, so with that being said, you guys, keep that in mind with all these tarot readings. Moderation, moderation, moderation. I love you guys. Stay blessed. I'm praying for every single one of you guys. Again, hopefully here on my channel, you expand and you grow as an individual so that you guys can find love within, therefore find love without. Okay. I love you guys. Again, stay blessed. Blessed be. And I will see you guys Saturday and next week. All right. All right. Bye, you guys. Don't forget, like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram. All my links to my social media are always in my description box. I'll try to remember to put the names of the tarot decks in the description box for you guys, as well as, when the reading actually starts, because I know for about a minute there's nothing. So, and I talk a little bit in the beginning, so it is what it is. I'm going to get some sleep. It looks like I haven't slept in like 3 weeks. So I love you guys.